Hi friends, I'm doing a little video on leftover pie dough. If you catch my video on old-fashioned desserts, I did one on a raspberry peach pie. It's actually here on my stove cooling down. But I told you if I had some leftover pie dough, I'd show you what my mom did as a little extra treat for us. Instead of just throwing that pie crust away, we are going to flatten this out and we're going to make little cinnamon roll-ups. Now you can just, it's real simple. So I'm going to flatten this out as thin as I can get it. Because we're going to roll it up. And you pretty much go from the middle out. Turn your I go from the middle out. My mom always seemed to have a little leftover. I remember this quite often. This knife has a little berry on it, but I'm not going to worry about that. And you're just going to take some pats of butter and spread that out. You don't want it too thick. I'm thinking maybe 3 pats of butter is all we probably need on this little bit. Maybe not even 3. They're not like, I didn't measure them out. You don't need it measured out. Yeah, we need 3. And I had this butter sitting out. And this is unsalted. It probably really wouldn't hurt even if you had salted, but we made the pie crust with unsalted, so that was kind of some leftover butter from the whole package. So we're going to take some sugar. You can use, I'm going to use sugar in the raw. Just a nice sprinkle. I only had a little bit left in this box, so I thought I'll just use this up. Then you're going to put some cinnamon on there. You know where I'm going with this. Good amount of cinnamon. Probably needs a little bit more sugar. Let's see if I got some in my, yeah, I got a little in here. A little more. Now you can put some chopped nuts. Let me see if I have any chopped walnuts. I don't feel like chopping them. So hopefully I got some that are already chopped. No, these are whole. Walnuts taste great. You can put almonds in there too. You know what? I got some slivered almonds. Let's use those for a change. My mom always, sometimes she didn't have nuts. She would just do the cinnamon and sugar, and that's really all you need. But I'm going to use some slivered almonds. Put them in the middle. You want them, you don't want as many on the edge because you're going to be rolling it up. You don't want it too far on the edge. There we go. Still have our oven on. Let's roll that up. This is such a yummy little treat. It's almost like cinnamon rolls, but a pie crust. The ends aren't as, I might take them off, but. And you're not going to get a whole lot out of this. It's just a small little amount, but it's your little treat after, you know, before you serve up the pie. And my mom, I remember my mom serving these up with a nice cold glass of milk with us as kids. That was yummy. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for going through the trouble. There was 4 of us. So we had a lot of mouths to feed. I'm going to roll this one up. There we go. We'll just put that on a baking sheet in the oven, probably like 15 minutes, maybe 17. Let's pull these out of the oven. I'm so ready to sit down for the bite. It's gonna be a little treat. Ooh, that heat got my eyes. They're about 20 minutes. Yeah, they're crispy enough. There's a lot of butter in here. Let's get a spatula. Put them on a plate. I don't think they'll stick because of all that butter. I mean, it's just kind of amount of butter you're supposed to put in the pie crust. Looks really good. I'll get a close up. They really don't have to look the fanciest. This is for the family. I mean, you really could make this as a treat or a cookie, but it's a little something extra special. All right. This down. It is hot. I'm going to go wash my face and sit down for the night.